Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We've got a great show lined up. But first, as always, we want to take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. And today's going to be comfortable. The low tonight's going to be 57. Of course, high today's going to be 84. But water temperature's at 76.6 to be exact off the end of the pier. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by, river readings first. Our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown is at a 2 foot even, just a little bit of a bump in it, so it went up, it doubled from a 1 to a 2. Take a look at the Choctaw Caraville is going up. Right at 2 foot this morning and headed up with that rain. I got tickled thinking about that rain did bring it up, and just like we said it would, but you picture all the little frogs and insects, all that low water, and other water's going rushing down, so it's going to wash them in the water. That's going to be bait for the big bass and the big catfish to be eating. And that really does happen. That's sort of a really elementary example of what does happen, but it really, that's how that water rises up and they get caught up in it. All right, take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Our tides today are great. Today's the 13th. Low tide this morning at 10:02 and high at 11:38. It's going to be a good strong tide on through the weekend, and it's going to be even in the next week. It's going to be some good tides. And again, we talk about what a great month of October we have every year. Our wind direction will be west northwest at about 9. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Got a bunch of pictures. We're glad to have our guest on yesterday, but we didn't get to get into our pictures, so they piled up on us, which is good. So let's get started with them. This first one right here, Nathan Stuckey, teaches over at Rutherford. I love what he said here. Nathan said, give a girl a fish and she'll eat for a day. Teach her how to fish and she'll start giving pointers like she was Bill Dance. That's a great picture, Nathan. Glad you got to take her fishing. Okay, I'm going to go through some of these pretty fast. Tuesday, November the 8th, that's Citizen Science Series, Backyard Birds, Gulf Coast College, put on by St. Andrew Baywatch. It's really good stuff they do. We're talking about Choctaw River fishing. It's been a bunch. They caught 82, but only kept these for supper. And that's, what a great attitude. That's, we used to keep all 82 of them, but most of us don't do that anymore. We're going to keep enough for supper and just let the others go. You don't impress people with these big stringers anymore like we used to. Diane Boyce, she and John finally got to go pompano fishing, and they had a great day. Good job, John. John loves the pompano fish. Danny Joe, they're still crawling up Henson Crossroads. I was looking at that picture. That is a great picture, and it shows exactly, they're going to cross the road like that. And that's how they're going to curl. That's right before they coil up, and that's a step before they are going to jump on you if you walk in front of them. So be careful, they're out there. Susie Gibson down there at Howard Creek, they got a bunch of mullet the other day. And that's something you don't have to release them. You either eat those or give those to your neighbor. Everybody loves mullet, and we got plenty of them. Mike Bush down there. Mike is a good fisherman. He caught a few that afternoon. All right, we'll talk about it last couple of days. The official notice here from FWC is going to close, 2 days from now. It'll be closing Saturday, October 15th. And now listen, it's going to open back up on December the 1st. I just snapped this picture. I know we've seen a lot of hurricane pictures, but this is the way the piers are designed and built now. This is the Fort Myers Pier, okay, obviously before Ian, and then this is after, but that's the design, and we have it here on ours. Actually, everything sort of just snaps up. Now, it's going to cost quite a bit to repair it, but the big cost when you do piers and docks and all is driving those pylons down. So that structure is designed by engineers to just stay in place. And so all they got to do is just come back and just put the decking on it and the rails. They're not near as expensive. So we have that here at Panama City Beach, and I'm sure Mexico Beach and their new pier will be having the same design, which is good. Mentioned this last month, I didn't get a chance to talk about it. The first Sunday hikes, these are really cool. The next one's is going to be after November 6th at Lynn Haven Bayou Park. And then the first Sunday hike, and you just meet with some folks and all. It's a lot of fun. Okay, 850 walking. Ken Paramore posted this. Now he talked about it. The 2023 calendar is hot off the press. It just came out, and here it is right here. Only 1,000 calendars available. 52 guns will be raffled off in 2023. One drawing per week. So that's the one for the National Wild Turkey Federation. I've seen a bunch of pompano this past week. This is over here on Choctawhatchee. Here, J.B. Hiller now. Listen, Calford, talking about low water. Yesterday, a guy from Alabama yanked his axle off a boat trailer after falling off the ramp end. Also, 2 others did the same thing yesterday. So you got to be careful, because if you go to these, what I call the country ramps out there in the woods and all, they're not in that good of a shape because they don't get to them. And then JB also received notice from the county, that's Walton County, that they will inspect Calford and other boat ramps and make sure repairs are made. Let me mention, talking about the boat ramps and all, and these isolated places, they're not in that good of a shape because basically they just sort of get ignored. But they can be. They're really, most of them are just naturally, have natural vegetation around it and all. But if you're not careful on this really low water, you have to back down a lot farther, and then that's where some holes are, and that's what happened. You can get your axle really messed up. It happens every time we have really low water. Unsuspecting folks come in, and that's what will happen. So just be aware of that on the Ocklawakanee, especially the smaller rivers like the Ocklawakanee or back on the backside of the Choctawhatchee. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I do have one announcement. They shared this with us, brought it by the studio. Listen, this is coming up next Saturday, okay? The big Shad-Eye Director Staff, James Mathis Annual Brim Fishing Tournament and Fish Fry at Howard Creek Upper Landing. That'll be Saturday, 7, and then of course the fish plates are $10, starting at 2 p.m. And that's real fried fish now. This is really good stuff. Called Bob, or Leon, Bill, Bob, Chuck, or J.E., any of those guys. And even if you don't, like we talked about before, they have a couple of those tournaments a year down there at Howard Creek, and it's really, really interesting and enjoyable. Okay, we've got a video coming up last Saturday. The Emerald Coast Redfish series wrapped up their tournament trail. They had a championship, Gore Park there in Callaway, and I was able to go over there to weigh in, and you're going to see some familiar faces in this video. So Jeff, let's go ahead and roll it. Okay, Michael Harris, tell us what's going on.
This is the Emerald Coast Redfish Series Championship.
This is the championship.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're getting closer to weigh-in. I'm seeing some familiar faces and familiar boats.
Fred Myers over there.
We'll go over and aggravate him.
All right, go.
All right, Fred.
Hey, Coach.
How we doing, buddy?
Doing all right.
Who's your fishing partner today?
That's my anchor. He pulls my weight.
You're going to be his fishing partner, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the way it already is.
How was it today? So what happened, Carter? You said Carter caught him?
Yeah, we caught one good one pretty much right off the bat, and then a little later we started seeing a few more and caught a few. And
then we got one that it's good to have, but we'd rather have a little bit bigger. But I think that's the way it always is, isn't it?
Ain't that the truth? You've been busy lately, hadn't you?
Yeah, I just got back from the Redfish World Series, and we won another tournament over there 2 weeks prior to that, and we had a good time. We had an unexpected fish bump.
I saw
Too
that.
long.
Yeah.
But that's the game.
That's rare with all.
Well, no, we've had our share, but we usually know, and that one
Yeah.
we didn't expect at all. So that's the way it goes.
You had some pretty weather today.
It was nice. It blew a little bit, wrong direction,
Did it?
east. I don't like it.
All right.
Northeast.
All right. We're gonna watch some more of these
All
boys.
right.
Braden, fish one. They are in all Calcuttas. 349.
$501.
All right, so
And how many spots was on that guy?
I don't know where AJ's working.
Are they gonna cut him? Daddy,
Here's where you go. Yeah. Don't lose them on the transition.
652.
652. How many spots? Just two.
stop.
I guess second.
Hey, Bo. Bo.
What was that? How much?
That was Bo.
Okay.
How was it today, buddy? Bo Sullivan.
We caught a lot of fish, just nothing. Well, we caught one good fish.
One good fish. They got you a fan club with you, don't you?
Yes, sir. Got the girls out here today. Yes, sir.
Good job.
Thank you, Coach.
I am.
Y'all need a calculator?
Perfect. Yeah, I appreciate that. You ain't got a
Here's what it's like to know.
You didn't drop any? I like them gloves. They're $20. We had the corral together.
Nice fish.
I got the sticky side.
How much was this one worth?
Fish ain't coming off.
6.5. 6.5.
I put some
That's
blue.
beautiful, beautiful fish.
Pretty fish.
They said that they're way bigger.
Oh, look at that color.
We got one that's probably 5.
We only enough calculator for one day back today, so I said, don't worry about it. Once I got reds and live well, chop came up.
Yeah.
At least in my live well.
All right, Bill and Ken. Trout.
No, you know it's always 15.
Box? Just two. Make sure you see the sign. Nice.
803. Whoa.
3, right?
Carter catch that one.
Did Carter?
Carter.
I think he did.
Oh, he probably did. Dad, look at me.
Very nice fish. Sorry. 558.
He's got some spots.
That is Freddie Carter. So the first fish is 8.03.
Wow.
With 3 spots. Second fish is 5.58 with 8 spots. 13.61.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
What about Phil and Keith?
Very nice, very nice.
All right. Y'all getting them revived. There goes 8-pounder, folks. Y'all come up here tomorrow morning and catch them. Right, Carter? That's a 5. That's a 6-pounder.
This is the 8.
That's an 8-pounder right there. Let me get a close up. He's gonna take him a little. Oh, there he goes. Okay. All right, next weekend, y'all come on down. Y'all see where it is right here at Callaway Boat Ramp at the men's club. Did it really?
Oh, you big.
Hold on. Let me give you that one. This is where it's going to begin. One.
What?
All right, here's the finals. First place is Fred and Carter at 13.6. Second place, AJ and Shauna, 11.8. Third place, Bo and Bubba, 11.25. Braden Harris.
Going to, but we have a concert to go to. We're going to go see.
I'll turn around.
We had Ken and Bill. Let me see, with 9.83. Place, we had Bo and Bubba with 11.25. Well done. And in first place was Fred and Carter with 13.61.
Very nice.
Well done.
Very nice.
I'm going to go in today. So we had to go back to a cumulative weight for the year, minus drops to get the tiebreaker. Fifth place team of the year with 376 points was Dennis and Kevin, which they did not weigh in today. They went home early.
$1 for both of them right now.
Yeah.
Where's your camera?
Go tell them, Ray.
Ron's valued at $500.
Y'all ready? Let me take one this way. All right, ready?
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. There's always a lot of fun getting those. And next year we'll keep it posted and try to enter some of those tournaments. That was sort of an invitational only, just based on points and all. That's why it wasn't like a huge crowd there. Let's take a look at our fishing game times brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. We're looking at 212 to 412 this morning, and 237 to 437 this afternoon. This past Tuesday night, we talked about the Island Park Wild Beast Feast, and what a joy it was to go there. And I was sitting here thinking during the video, Saturday we had that Redfish tournament, and Tuesday night this big wild game beast feast, and it's just all kinds of things going on all the time here in the Florida Panhandle. So you want to share any of those things with us, and we'll be glad to talk about it. And we love it, absolutely love it. So I didn't take my camera up there Tuesday night. I just took some phone pictures. I just wanted to share with you sort of what goes on, and what a grand crowd it was. And country cousin Billy Grantham came down. I didn't get a picture of Billy. He was moving around. I know what he's trying to get to that food before we were. But let me show you some pictures. We had a grand time. This is just in order, sort of from when we got there. And ironically, I sort of lined up there. I don't normally do this. They're getting the tables ready, and this is the line. All those people we're looking at are just getting ready to serve. And here's some of the group right here. And you see the tables all set up. There's some good friends of mine, Jerry Register, Phil Hester, Harold, good folks there. So I was sort of with them because they got up close to the front of the line. Anyway, getting set up here. And so I want you to watch this now. I stood, okay, here, to the right is the food line. See that line in the background? This is one line. Okay, everybody's sort of getting, that line is still going. Y'all still see the line over there by the trees? Our line going down by the porta potties, okay? I'm just slowly going around. There's still a line, they're still in line. Look at here. That's still in line. Still, see that line? They're still in line. Everybody goes way back to the, look at there. Way back that back behind the church almost. That's a Henderson, I see him waving. I thought you'd enjoy seeing all of that. And then of course, but it moves by so fast. I bet they were in line 10 to 15 minutes at the most. That dessert line, drink line is so well organized. They work so hard at it. And just here's a lot of folks out there eating and fellowshipping and just walking around and talking and telling all kind of good stories about outdoors. And they had to have a, now is that not a crowd or something? Isn't it awesome? I'm gonna run out of time. Here's some friends of mine. Bob Hunt, the wrestling coach at Mosley. Good to see him. Steve Belcher next to him. Then Brian Wilkie, good folks I work with. They taught school with me at Mosley 30 plus years. Here's inside right there as you're walking into church, and there's a speaker right there. So what a great speaker, and what a great time we had. I appreciate the ministry there at Highland Park Baptist. Tommy Lumley heads it up, but he gets so much help from so many people. And I would encourage you to always come to it. I have folks out of town coming to it. It's just so much fun. And if your church or some group is doing any kind of outdoor activities like that, let us know. We'll share it with the folks. I mean, it's a win-win, and what a great time. I had ball, and the food was just spectacular. I mean, it was amazing food, and I ate too much like I always do. I got to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching our show. We appreciate the viewership. Do something good for someone today, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.